Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter Double Cross, where today we are doing our last quest of this series until the Switch version of this game comes out, which is August 25th, Japan Standard Time. So it'll be a few months before we pick this back up after this particular episode, but still should be interesting. Ooh, yay, we can get Thunder Res. I mean, it's 3 points of Thunder Res. It's not going to make a huge difference, but it's going to make some difference. And our items are already set up. Not going to need the flashes, though. That's right. I had specifically ordered some of these things. Namely, these need to go next to those. And I can also get rid of my those. But then I need to do stuff again, because I don't like having gaps either. So here's what I can do. I can actually just do that. There we go. Everything's fine now. Off we go. White Fatalis. Last quest until this game is out in HD. I'm really looking forward to that. So White Fatalis is similar to regular Fatalis. We do have all the advantages of the arena. But it's also got a few moves of its own that'll make things different. And it's got its own music that I love. Though that's a pretty common opinion. Oh boy. Perfect move to use. Would have been better if we had managed to hit it with both of the skewers, but even just one is still good damage. Ow. Now, I do expect that, once again, it'll be mostly belly flops that cause damage to us, though the lightning that takes the place of Crimson Fatalis' meteors is definitely a concern, considering how weak to lightning we are. And also, instead of just sitting on the ground for a meteor swarm, this thing likes to fly around and call down a lightning storm, which will make it so that we don't have quite as much time available to spend attacking it. So this will take longer than regular Fatalis, but it might still end up faster than Crimson Fatalis, simply because of the stuff we can use in this arena. Ow. I'm actually okay with the fact that we haven't gotten a ride yet. I really do like it when they're angry before I ride them, because getting that Challenger 2 active is great, and the rides aren't that hard. So actually, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to hold off on the ride until I piss it off. Let's get some infinite stamina going on, even though we're not going to need it if we're not trying for a ride. Would you kindly get angry, sir? Ow. Ow. Problem with trying not to ride means I also have to not do so much dodging, because dodges can get me to jump on it, and jumping on it in sword mode, which is the mode I do more damage in, happens to also do an attack. Well, this is gonna actually be just fine for us. I didn't really even have to dodge there. Ooh, you know what I bet would piss it off? Some ballista shots. As much as I really want to use a ballista binder on it when it's flying, I'm gonna not. Also, ow. Not when it's so far away and not enraged. That would just be a waste of a binder. That's what you get for trying to use a freaking health or a herb horn there, cat. Like, seriously, there's better horns to use. Get mad. That's... Okay, that's a good flinch. I'll take it. If this doesn't get it mad, I don't know what will. That looks mad to me. Ooh, another advantage to riding this one when it's enraged. Rage mode is armor mode for it. So hits to anything other than the chest and face start bouncing. So that's another reason this one might take longer. Fewer soft spots. Still, none of the Fatalis is that much more dangerous than any of the others. Like, of course, regular Fatalis is the least dangerous, but White Fatalis isn't a huge boost over Crimson Fatalis, even if we are ludicrously weak to electricity. Look at all those crits. I love it. And get a reload right there. I mean, sure, it's... Oh, are we doing this then? So yeah, he's going to fly around that black hole up there, calling down lightning. And it's our job to just not run towards the camera or towards any lightning. Not towards the camera, because you just can't see if there's any lightning behind you. Oh. Oh. We got trapped between some bolts. I don't know what my health was at, but it certainly wasn't enough for me to survive that. So, that's another thing. You need to not get trapped between two bolts that are close together. Because that gets killed, apparently. It's good to know. Oh, we didn't use one of these. Well, if we use it now, it will help the quest go faster. And we can take this, and also some of those. So it'll be a while yet before the Dragonator's ready again, but... Well, that wasn't going to hit. Ow. Yeah, lightning does damage to us. I'm not sure I appreciate that. Especially not with it exploding that large once it hits the ground. I wish the cats were around to serve as additional targets for this guy's wrath. Thanks for only hitting me with wind instead of damage. Okay. Free knockdowns are free. Haha. Broke your horn. Okay, so ballista shots to the face are actually really, really good for us. Especially when we've got sharpness that's worth writing home about, but we can't always have that. Wow, their roars are apparently short range. This is going to hurt. Ow! Yeah, thanks. An herb horn. Just what I always wanted. Okay. That's another thing about that move. It doesn't have to go in a straight line from where its mouth is. Oh, yeah, thanks for the disrespect there, Fatalis. So, that move is dangerous. Good to know. Not that it's not something I didn't know already, but I had forgotten that it could go laterally from in front of the thing. Whoop, hang on. Sure, we could come back with... oh, that's an idea. If he does his Thunderstorm again, we can just Farcaster on out. Ooh, it's mad, actually. That gives us incentive to bind it. Yeah, let's not be anywhere near that. Ooh. Look at that one being all angled. And it looks like we can actually gather more binders. That's good. Okay, you've got other moves. Use them. Like, use ones that get you over here. I would love to see him fall out of the sky from this. Unfortunately, it is unlikely that that would happen. And he's out of rage again. Buddy, get mad. Get mad. Ow. Not very ow. Just ow. Ow. Thank you, Defender. If not for Defender, this quest would be over. Okay. We are alive. Seriously, though, could you get mad? I know you don't get mad as often as your brothers because there's the whole armor mode thing. But if you could get mad for me, that would be great. Dragonator's ready. I bet that would piss it off. Also, the cat got killed trying to use an herb horn. What an idiot. Okay, you need to work on your aim there, old-timer. Ooh, yes, please, continue with this course of action. It's good. I don't know what I broke, but I'll take the knockdown. Be mad, please. He looks mad. And with him being mad, it's binding time. You want to... Okay, I don't care to wait for whatever it is you were doing there. I was going to ask him if he wanted to take a few steps this way, but... Seriously, you're going to use your head to kind of flick me out of the way? Still exploding your face. And it's time for a thunderstorm. And I don't feel like dying today. So we can just wait here for a little while. Maybe top off our health. Looks like he just landed. Good timing, me. And we still have another binder. Though I definitely would like him to be closer before I use it. But that's okay. We can get most of the way over there. Plus he stays down long enough that we can still get this going. See? Just fine. So let's see about getting more binders. Hopefully not dying for them. Ooh, yay. Just one more binder, but that's one more binder. But he is out of rage, so now is not the time. Yeah, no. If you take that long to charge up a ball of electricity, I'm going to want to be nowhere near it. I hope you're aware of this. Have we ridden him yet? Ow. I think we have been kind of avoiding the whole riding thing because there's the whole want him to be pissed off thing. Though there's also the whole want to live thing. That's my big thing right now. Ooh, let's life powder. Get some cats. Thank you, cat. Whether he's pissed or not, his face still takes lots of damage. Okay, we have ridden him once, I'm sure. I recall getting a close-up of his face at one point. That was probably caused by just such a ride. It wasn't our sharpness that ran out, but probably will soonish. Yep, it sure did. So we've died twice already, and we're not at the 15-minute mark. That actually isn't very good. We also haven't done much in the way of riding, but that's fine. We have gotten plenty of opportunities to hit him in the face. The knockdowns from the ballista shots have definitely helped. Because we did get several of those, and they were very nice. I would love to get more face knockdowns. Well, there's a ride. Unfortunately, the timing is about as bad as it could be. Only way it could be worse is if we didn't have full sharpness. I say that because we have neither the energy for sword mode, nor do we have our energy charge buff active. And as an added bonus, he's also not pissed off. And sure, we're close to having the energy, but we're just going to have to do this. Which is fine. This does do lots of damage, just not as... well, actually, it probably does more, considering I have infinite stamina for the duration. That is the highest damage per second of any move the Switch Axe has once you get past a certain threshold of time. Like, once you've gone long enough for it to outdamage a burst, then a second burst can't catch up with it. So actually, I probably should have been doing that the whole time instead of doing bursts. And since it's time for a thunderstorm, okay, I was a little worried I wouldn't get taken out before the lightning hit there. What's your deal, Dragonator? I didn't just use you. Is someone field testing you, making sure you work? What's going on here, huh? Are you going to stab on out again if I keep looking? I'm not going to keep looking, because it sounds like the lightning's done. And sure enough, it is. Ooh, he is mad, but he is also way over there. If he could fix that second thing, that would be great. That's not fixing the second thing. I want you to be closer. And I don't mean like in a companionship sort of way. I mean just physical distance. Yeah, you see, that's great. Good job. Okay, the third binding does not last very long. Good to know. Unfortunate, though. I mean, I knew it wouldn't last as long. I just didn't know it'd be that short. And he's out of rage, which I guess is good for my health and good for our ability to do damage through just general jumping on him. I'd love to get another face flinch, but that's a little difficult when you're ground bound. I mean, when he is on all fours like this, it becomes more possible, but you also got to be at the dangerous end of him if you want to hit the face. Because it turns out it's the face that does all the biting and all the spitting of electricity. And just all the generally everything that's unpleasant. I guess the tail does some unpleasant things too, just not as often. Could you maybe stop scooting back and, yeah, do attacks so that I have time to sharpen? Should I go gather more ballista ammo to then shoot him in the face with? I think I should. Yes, I've convinced myself. How many shots can we gather, huh? Preferably without dying. Okay, good. We're not dead. Certainly helps in the whole being alive business. Not being dead. And I'm going to gather more until he turns his attention to us again. Might not be that long before we can actually use the Dragonator a third time. Where are you going, sir? Okay, thanks for missing. And wow, we got a full 10 shots. I do kind of want the wings broken. But then again, the face is more important. And hey, I missed the neck and got a wing instead. Okay, there's the wing break. No need to worry about that anymore. Let's... Ow. Not far enough. I was going to say let's be far away from that. But then we weren't far enough away from that. Yeah, he's mad. He's going to keep doing things I don't like. Okay. Getting far away. Yeah, actually, let's get in there. At least that way we'll be not in direct range of all of the bad things. Apparently his wings also do not harden in rage mode. That's good for us. Because we do end up hitting them a lot. And yep, there's the Dragonator again. But we want another ride if we can get it while he's mad. Ooh, our stamina is limited. Oh, okay, good. I did grab another Farcaster. I don't think I have time for it. We're going to have to avoid this the old-fashioned way. Thankfully, it is doable. Just need to not get pinned. All right, down he comes. Whoop. Might not have needed to do that, but sometimes it feels safer. And he is out of rage. So if we could piss him off again, that would be both good and bad. As it always is when he is pissed off. And we have Challenger. If we didn't have Challenger, then I'd actually prefer it always when he is not pissed off. But Challenger makes you think weird things. Oh, not a knockdown. And that was just him yelling at us, not him being angry. What's up, old timer? I don't know why I used that. Like, I saw my energy being low and was like, oh, time to use energy charge, but it doesn't do that. It doesn't do stamina energy. It does, like, weapon energy. Two different things. And I need to actually worry about my stamina energy. Let's... There we go. That should last us the rest of the quest, I hope. Ow. His belly flops don't do as much as Crimson Fatalis' do. Also, I was very worried I was taking a hit there, but I didn't. Why does Crimson Fatalis do so much more damage with his belly flops? What's his deal? Okay, I'm glad my dodge counted there. I was worried it wouldn't. Like, I was worried it wouldn't have lasted long enough, but it did. I am just throwing sharpness away here. Need to actually get mount hits. Ow. Don't come this way, jerk. Okay. Get nervous every time that happens now. At least when I'm not right up against him or have my weapon out. Yeah, if I've got my weapon out, it makes me nervous. So he is out of rage. Which actually is probably better for us. I think we're doing more damage for him being out of rage than we would from Challenger boosting us when he is in rage. Except in such cases where he's enraged but we're hitting his face. So we've got 10 more minutes on this quest. If we don't kill him super fast from here, then we'll get to use the Dragonator one more time. That's neat. I would have laughed so hard if I knocked him out of the sky with that. It would have been perhaps the best thing I've ever recorded. Had ever recorded, rather. You gotta watch what words you use when discussing hypotheticals. Ooh, now we get a rage ride. And we recently used energy charge. This is best case scenario. Unless we run out of sharpness shortly after we land. If our sharpness stays purple, then this is best case scenario. Though he is trying to make it difficult. But he still failed to shake us. Okay, so didn't run out of sharpness. 3 for 3 on the Fatalises. Should be a bit telling that they didn't give me as much trouble as Alatreon did. Admittedly, this one gave me more trouble than the other two, but that's probably mainly because of my ludicrous electricity weakness. And the fact that its attacks are a little bit harder to predict than the other Fatalises. A little bit. Mainly that electric breath that doesn't have to actually come from the monster and go elsewhere. And we got all breaks on all 3. So that's neat. Crimson Fatalis, or not Crimson, White Fatalis' tongue is very red. The tongue is crimson. That's where the mistake came from, totally. It wasn't just me being stupid. All right, well, that is going to be it for this video series until the Switch version of this game comes out. So, for those of you who watched, I hope you had at least as much time watching as I did playing, and... Did I say at least as much time? At least as good a time watching as I did playing. And, as always, I will see you in the next game.